So guys, I am so sorry that did not work the way that we had planned it to. You guys are troopers. Thank you for showing up, and forgive me. We still, technology is not my friend, but you know what? That is how we work this business, and it can be amazing, and it can be just a thorn in my side at the same time. But it's okay. We're going to make it work. And like I said, God has a total plan for everything. But okay, so we are here tonight. You are here tonight to hear from us about what is a fitness coach. We are more specifically coaches with Beachbody, as you probably know, have been told. And we are just ordinary women. Some of us moms, some of us are not, but we chose that Busy Moms Build a Business because Christy and I were going to do this call together, and so that's what we called it. But there are a lot of coaches, obviously, on our team and not on our team that are not moms, but that is just kind of where we are at this point in our life. But we're going to get started just by introducing ourselves, and we actually have a third coach from our team, Becca, on with us tonight. But I am Rachel Mitchell. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach, and that probably means nothing to you at this point, but I have been a coach since August of 2014, and I started as a coach with the Dream Team. It is actually the largest network of coaches in Beachbody, and we are not the largest, but it is the largest, but it's also the most successful. So, I had a lot of really good training from the get-go from my coach. And, my coaches have just joined me little by little over the last year and a half. And it has just been an awesome ride, honestly. It has been something that I did not expect myself to do, something that, I've really felt drawn to, even though I kind of pushed at it a little bit at first. But coaching has been wonderful. And that is why, we have invited you here tonight to learn more about it. But a little bit about me. I am, like I said, I'm a mom to two little boys, Henry and Milo. Henry is 6, almost 7, and Milo is 5. I'm married to Matt, and I am a full-time college instructor. So I do work during the day. I teach history at a local community college. I have my master's in political science. And the way that I personally got started with Beachbody was just that I needed to lose weight. I had kind of reached a point after I'd had my children where my metabolism was slowing down, and it had really just, the weight had begun to come on. I was very uncomfortable. I was a runner. I had always been a runner, and I was running a lot, and I was just still packing on the pounds, and it was really made me uncomfortable. So I knew that I had trouble with my portion control. I knew that I had to get that under control. And so I just honestly went online and I Googled portion control. And of course, I found the 21-day fix. And I started it. I ordered it. I just ordered the 21-day fix. I didn't order it through a coach. I just ordered it from Beachbody's website. I didn't even order Shakeology at first. And I just got started. I did it. And so after like the first week, I started to Google 21-day fix meal plans. And that's how I found my coach. I found her blog, and she let me join a challenge group with her. And everything just kind of changed. My experience in that first challenge group totally changed my view of a healthy lifestyle. I had always been a yo-yo dieter. Even though I didn't have a lot of trouble with weight, when I needed to, if I would gain a few pounds, I could lose it easily. And so I would lose the weight, and then I would just go back to eating and living the way that I was before. And so I would go up and down constantly. So what I learned in this challenge group and through the program itself was that eating clean and changing, creating healthy habits can definitely be a long-term thing. It can be a permanent thing, if you want to use that word. And so through that first challenge group, I met people just like me who encouraged me, and I got to encourage them. We were all kind of in the same spot. We were desperate for change. And we just cheered each other on. And so after that first challenge group, my coach asked me if I wanted to be a coach. And of course, I said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like sales. I'm not into marketing. I've tried stuff like that before. It's not my personality. And so it took a good month, maybe 6 weeks before I would commit to the opportunity. But I just honestly felt God calling me there. And there was no other way that I can explain that. other than I really just felt led to do this. And I didn't even know why, but I signed up. I bought a challenge pack. I signed up as a coach and I bought a challenge pack. That was the first time I tried Shakeology. I bought a different workout program and I joined my coach's Coach Basics group and I just got started. And it has been an exciting experience. There have been highs, there have been lows, but God has just taught me so much about myself, and about, the gifts that He has gifted me with. And it has been a wonderful opportunity to help people. As also, it's helped my family. Physically, we are healthier. My cholesterol is so much lower because of Shakeology and the way that I live, but also financially, it has helped us a lot, which we will get into in just a little while. But I'm going to let Christy go ahead and introduce herself and tell a little bit about her story before we really get into the rest of it. Okay.
All right. Ready? Okay. Hey, everybody. I have no idea who is on the call since I was sliding in very last minute. Connor, my 7, almost 8-month-old, is teething. The 2 front teeth are coming in and a lot harder on him than the bottom teeth. So it has been a mad dash tonight. But my name is Christy Berry. I have been a coach since December of 2015. My story is, gosh, we do not have time for my entire story, I feel like, but I'll give you kind of the highlights of where or how I got to this point. I had many years of issues with fertility, and then we decided we would move on to adoption. And so just my body and emotional being took a beating over that time. And so I would have highs and lows in my personal life, and I would get it together, and then I would succumb to stress or just being tired from wherever I was in that path. And so I always said to myself, I'm going to be, once I realized that I would likely not give birth to my child, that I would adopt my child, that I would be a really hot mom at my baby showers. I would be able to have mimosas and be a hot mom. And so only one of those really came true. I did have mimosas at my baby shower, but I was really not as hot as I wanted to be. Not that that is what it's all about, but I just remember thinking, gosh, how did I get here? Like, I just kept getting bigger, and I was tired, and I was just really sluggish. I had gotten to a point where I even had very deficient B12. I was taking B12 injections. And so I was just kind of in this weird spot. I was a new mom. I was exhausted. And I remember vividly standing in my kitchen one morning before a work trip. And it's like, Lord, just please send me a sign. Maybe my coworker, maybe she's going to give me something to motivate me on this trip. And so I had recently become friends with Rachel on Facebook. We had not talked in probably years since graduating high school, and I know for sure years. And so I was like, God, this is so awesome. And I just thought, I've never even seen a concept like this. What's a challenge group? Tell me more. And so we just started talking, and I was like, oh, I've got my friend. She has 21-day fix. I'm just going to borrow hers. Now tell me what I need to do. And so I did end up getting a challenge pack because I was like, oh, she's really invested some time in me at this point. I should probably, just get a challenge pack. I'll do that, whatever. I'll get me a month of Shakeology. Well, and so I was that person that I ordered and immediately canceled, or I'm pretty sure I canceled immediately my home direct. I was like, I don't need this. I'm going to do it once. I'm going to just get in shape. And I just wanted a boost. Like, I just wanted to get on the right track. I knew how to eat clean. I actually, for quite a while, followed a paleo diet, not because I have any intolerances, but just because I wanted to be healthier. But I never understood portion control. So that was a really big issue for me. And it just never clicked, like, what's happening here. I would lose some weight, but I was never really toning and gaining muscle. So anyways, like about a month into, about halfway through my challenge group, I kind of got this little thought in my mind, I could do this. Like, I really think I could lead a challenge group. Then I'm like, who am I? What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm just like trying to get through. Me and Kat were like this on 21 Day Fix, modifying. How can I lead a challenge group? So a little bit later, I talked with my husband and said, what do you think? Do you think I could do something like that? And he says, what about we talk about it when Connor sleeps more than 3 to 4 hours at a time? And I was like, right, you're right. I'm just like barely able to wash my hair in the morning, get to the office. So Connor started sleeping through the night. I remember when I did another challenge group, that this was a 60-day challenge, and Made to Crave. And I tell you, like, it's just totally transformed me. The whole concept of incorporating faith into every aspect of my life, and including fitness. And just being a part of this group has really changed me. And so I did another one to keep me accountable through the holidays. I was like, I'll probably do another one. I still had this feeling like I could do this and I want to do this. And so Connor started sleeping. I think he maybe slept through the night a majority of a week. And I was like, hey, Brad, remember we said we would come back and talk about this? Like, if Connor started sleeping? And he was like, okay, whatever you want to do. And so that is really how it got started. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And so I got another challenge pack, and I stayed on my home direct for my Shakeology, and like vowed I would not ever stop drinking it, because I was so tired. Once I had stopped drinking it, I just felt like I really wasn't as energetic, not in like a jittery, I always pause and say this about Shakeology, not in a jittery, energetic way, but like revive, like just feel good, like good energy. And so it's not like drinking a pot of coffee energy. So anyways, so that's just kind of a random, like, little bit about how I got to this point. And so I thought, I'm going to do a challenge group and we'll see how it goes. And I just remember having this feeling when I had a few challengers sign up. I was like, oh my gosh, these people really believe I can do this. I'm going to have to do this. Like, I'm going to have to now. But here's where I'll say, being a part of Rachel's team and the Dream Team, part of that whole larger team, is that it wasn't like, okay, here you go. You are going to do a challenge group, go do it. It was not like that at all. Rachel educated us. We went through our Coach Basics, and she was like, here is this amount, there's tons of resources for you. So I would go through those and study those, and just kind of set up like a little office, if you will, on my iPhone. I know that sounds weird, but there are tools and apps that will really help you do that. So that has helped me, and to be able to do this. So everyone's like, how do you do it? How do you do this? Working and a baby. And I mean, everything is from my heart and tailored towards my way of delivering it, but it's not like I'm starting from complete scratch. So that is a little bit about me, kind of a windy way. And this is my very first time kind of telling my story about how I got here. So thanks for bearing with me on it being just all over the place. But that, I guess, is pretty much just the high points and getting you from September to today about my journey.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So that's just a little bit about how we got started as coaches. So the next thing, okay, so let me tell you, first of all, when I started, or even, I guess when I started thinking about being a coach, this whole idea of like Beachbody, I'd heard of Beachbody. I had heard of P90X. I had, now I knew obviously what 21 Day Fix was, but I still kind of got caught up in this whole Beachbody word. It didn't sound like something that was me or represented me. But my coach told me a lot more about the company, and I'm going to tell you now, and just kind of educate you a little bit about what is Beachbody. Even though it does kind of have this generic kind of superficial name to me, the company is incredible. They started in 1998. Carl Daikeler and John Congdon started the company, and their mission was, and still is, to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. It was a direct marketing company that wanted to come up with an effective solution for weight loss, which they have, definitely. They created P90X, TurboFire, Insanity, Body Beast, some of those things you probably are familiar with, and of course Shakeology. But essentially, so I always thought it was the extreme programs, but Beachbody has a workout program for anybody's ability level. And they started out with these awesome workout programs that they sold through like infomercials or online. And they were really effective at working and helping people lose weight and get healthy. But they noticed that people were not sticking with the programs. Okay, so that was a problem. And even though Beachbody is not what I would call a Christian company, their morals and their values are very, they align with our Christian values. They really and truly, Carl Daikeler, the CEO, is very passionate about helping people. Not just, yeah, sure, the company has taken off and it makes a lot of money at this point, but he is very passionate about making sure that people are able to stick with this. He's passionate about health and making it a lifestyle change and spreading that. And so he quickly realized after a few years that, yeah, the programs worked, but people were not sticking with this lifestyle. They were not they would lose the weight, and the customers would they had this way of tracking it, I'm not sure how, but that they noticed that they were not sticking with their lifestyle. So they came up with this concept of coaches and basically peer-to-peer support in weight loss and exercise program. And so that is what we do. Beachbody is a multi-level marketing company. It's not a pyramid scheme. I think lots of people think that when they hear about an opportunity like this. It is not a pyramid scheme, but it just means that you earn through direct and team sales. Okay, so Beachbody came up with this concept of a coach. So what is a coach? If you're here, I'm sure that you probably, like Christy and Becca and myself, that word was a little scary. I automatically thought, I am not a coach. I am not even at my goal weight. I have been through maybe like 2 rounds of the 21-day fix. I still have a long ways to go before I can even call this a lifestyle change. But let me just explain what a coach is. A coach is not a fitness expert. It's not a personal trainer. It's not a certified nutritionist. Sure, some of us are those things, but most of us are not. Obviously, like I said, you don't have to be at your goal weight. It's just a normal person who has flaws and makes mistakes and struggles with sticking with this healthy lifestyle. But it is a person who wants to be healthy, a person who wants to succeed, a person who is dedicated to helping others do those things. A coach is definitely motivated, as driven, and it's a person who basically just drinks Shakeology and works out every day and leads by example. There are so many other professions where you just lead by example. You do what you're asking other people to do with you, and that is what coaching is. We are just everyday, ordinary people who try to do extraordinary things. And so, just to kind of dispel that notion that I can't do this, I'm not a coach. I thought the same thing. Clearly, Christy thought the same thing. But it's an opportunity to give back. It's an opportunity to promote a healthy lifestyle, to help people, and to do it all while you're doing it yourself. And that is really, more than anything, what drew me in to coaching. I thought, okay, well, if I coach, maybe that'll provide me with some extra accountability. Maybe that'll motivate me to stay on track in my own health and fitness. If I'm talking to other people about joining a challenge group and doing these things, then I better be doing it myself. And so that really motivated me to start coaching. So that's what a coach is. But what do we do as coaches? That's the next big question. You see us post our workout selfies and talk about challenge groups and all those things. And that is what we do, essentially. We focus on our own health and our own fitness, and we lead by example. We post those workout selfies to motivate, to inspire, and to share about our journey, the good and the bad. You know, we're not perfect by any means. We fall off track with our meal plans and following our programs. We skip workouts sometimes. You know, we eat a whole birthday cake. We just do. But we're essentially leading by example, and we are committed to living this lifestyle. And we do run online fitness and support groups. Most of you have probably been part of one of our challenge groups. And if you're here, you probably had an awesome experience just like the rest of us did. You know, we run free groups. We run groups where we just share meal plans and what clean eating is. We provide motivation. You know, I run a local fit club where we meet and we work out on Thursday nights. And again, we just lead by example. And it's all in an effort to help people understand that they can do this, that, you know, a healthy lifestyle is not something that looks perfect. It's not something that only certain people can do, but it's something that anyone can do. You just have to have the right tools. You have to have the support, and you have to have the motivation. So what is a challenge group? You know, this is something that we do every single month. We start a new challenge group every single month to provide a place for people to go, to get started, to learn how to make a lifestyle change, to you know, to use the tools, you know, Shakeology workout program that they've given. We help our challengers create meal plans. We answer questions about the workout programs. We answer questions about all those containers. If you've done the 21-day fix, that can be a little overwhelming at first. And so these challenge groups are just a place for support and encouragement, essentially, which, you know, that was definitely lacking in my own history with trying to get healthy and trying to start a diet. I don't even use the word diet anymore. I want to teach people to make a lifestyle change. I want to teach people that a diet, honestly, is a bad word. It's a temporary word. And so that's what we do in these challenge groups. And of course, like Christy said, you know, I have created challenge groups that are scriptural based. When I started the 21-day fix, I started to read Made to Crave because I knew that my problem went much deeper than portion control. My problem was self-control and lack of self-confidence. And, you know, there was a root to that problem, and it was rooted in my relationship with God. I was definitely falling short there in a lot of ways. So I picked up Made to Crave, and I read it. I read it probably twice. So that took me, let's see, it's a 60-day book, I think, maybe. So I read it over a long period of time. And so whenever I got comfortable in my own coaching, after I'd gone through some training with my coach, and I started to kind of get my feet on the ground and felt like I knew what I was doing, I started to adapt and change my challenge groups, and I made them scriptural based. And, you know, I pulled things from Made to Crave. I pulled things from my own experience. And so I just feel like it was God leading me to create this thing that could be used to honor and glorify Him. And I feel like, I believe that He has done that. He has gifted me with the gift of encouragement. He has enabled me to put those words together and to encourage other people in the ways that I was encouraged. So how does it work? How do we find people to be in a challenge group? That is definitely one of the first questions that people have. You know, how am I going to find anybody who's going to listen to me, who's going to want to be in my challenge group? So we do that through, and like Christy said, you know, all of this is taught to you. Everything that I do as a coach has been a learned experience. I did not come into coaching knowing how to do it, knowing about marketing, being good at marketing. You know, my coach taught me, and that's what I do with my team. I teach my coaches. And it's really very simple. You know, like I said, we just work out. We drink our Shakeology. We share what we're doing. We share about our own personal journey. We invite to challenge groups every single month, and we invest in ourselves. You know, people watch us as coaches. They start to listen, to pay attention to what we're doing. And so we just invite people to do those things along with us. And, a lot of people are worried about running out of people to talk to, about, not knowing how to answer questions. And I promise you that if you join our team, Team Take Heart, you will learn those things every single day in Coach Basics. It's just like challenge groups. We post in there, we guide you, we give you tips, we share, we help you create your coaching announcement. And we, like, whenever people start to respond to that, we help you with conversations, because it can be overwhelming. This was something I had never, ever done in my whole life. And so, I had to learn how to be a coach. And that is why we provide so much training. You can take our challenge group guides and use them for your own challenge groups. You're not going to be on your own, and you're not going to have to just kind of wing it. We are here to support you. How do I share versus sell? That is a big question that a lot of people get. And, like I said, you don't see me posting a link to my Team Beachbody page every day and say, buy something for me. I'm honestly, guys, I'm just sharing what I do in my own personal health, in my family's health. Obviously, my family's life has changed a lot through this. I'm a mom. I pack lunches for my kids. I make dinner every night. And I get up super early to work out, and I just share what I do to make this work for me. And so when I invite them to a challenge group, yes, of course, we're asking for a sale, because we know that Shakeology and these workout programs work. But essentially, we are equipping people with the tools to help them make these positive changes for themselves. And I don't believe I know, just like Christy gave an awesome testimony to what Shakeology does for her. I mean, if you, I don't know if you follow me or not, but just a month or so ago, I posted about my cholesterol numbers. My cholesterol numbers have essentially been cut in half since I started following Shakeology and clean eating and doing my workouts. And, and Shakeology is something that I believe in, because I've gone without it for a little while. It has made a big difference in my PMS. I suffer from PMDD, and I've gone without it for a little while, and it has affected that directly. And I can testify to that. That is part of my testimony with these things. And so we are just honestly equipping people with the things that they need, or that can help them, benefit them in their efforts to get healthy. And so I don't really feel that selling is really a good word for what we do. There is a sale involved. I'm not gonna say that there's not. But just when people get to try these things, their experience is usually so good that I know that this is something that we should be doing. Christy, do you have anything to say about that? About how you share, how you invite, how you talk to people?
I was just thinking, I was like, gosh, something just came to mind. Like, you're right, there is a sale involved, but like, I don't sit and think, oh, I've got to sell this. Like, I connect and I help. Like, if I just connect with people then and really get to know like what they need, what they're looking for, then I'm going to be able to help them with something. And I mean, that I was helped. And it's almost like I'm a big pay it forward person. Like, gosh, I just want to share what my experience was with someone else that may benefit. And like, I can't tell you how many people I've connected with since December. And okay, I really feel like I'm serving a purpose here and I'm called to do this, but gosh, I just feel more connected to people that I've not talked with in years. Like, I just feel so connected and like just know more about people and what's going on. And so I just think that that is something that, if you probably are looking just to sell something, this might not be the best thing for you to do. Maybe like some jewelry, or, I remember one time Rachel was like, we are not selling candles, we are helping people, so that is one thing that really resonated with me. And then just as far as the lifestyle goes, I just have a funny story. Like, when I remember waking up when I first started doing this, gosh, I thought my first workout selfie, my palms were sweaty. I just was like, who am I? What am I doing? And I remember like probably a couple of weeks into that, like I got up like in the wee hours of the morning to rock Connor, feed him something. And I was like, how long am I going to do this? Like, when do I get to quit? Like, you know, and then I was like, it's not quitting. Like, it's a lifestyle. Like, I want to be healthy. This is an opportunity that, like Rachel said, holds me accountable, but I'm also helping other people. So it's like a win-win. So those are just some little tidbits from like a new coach standpoint that are fresh on my mind. So that I thought I would share and piggyback on.
Yeah, and like as far as the concept of selling, one of the things that we talk a lot about in Coach Basics is how to build relationships. This is a relationship business. You cannot, like Christy said, if you are here just to sell something and make some money, this is probably not for you. But that's what's different to me. I mean, I've tried other selling opportunities. I've done Melaleuca and like Southern Living at Home, just because I like this stuff and I wanted to make some money for our family. But that stuff never worked out because I was definitely selling something. And not that there's anything wrong with those things. I love those products too, but I was not the salesperson to do that. And what I love about coaching is that we are forming incredible relationships. I have met some of the most incredible people that I will ever met and reconnected with some of the most incredible people just because I became a coach. And so this is a relationship building business. And, even on our team, we invest in one another. We encourage one another. We support one another. It's an awesome experience, and it lifts me up every single day. And so, again, I just received daily confirmation that this is something that I am supposed to be doing. And, as far as selling, I help people all the time. I am able to help people all the time who will never be challengers. They will never purchase a product from me. But I am able to encourage them and to help them in some way. And so again, I know that this is way more than just about selling for us. And for most of the people who are on my team and who are successful, their heart is in it. But we do make money. I mean, that's probably part of why you're here. That is part of why I started coaching. I did, the opportunity to earn an income while making sure I stayed healthy at the same time was just kind of something that I was drawn to. And so even though I didn't start it to make a whole bunch of money, I have been able to build a very substantial income doing what I do. And given the fact that I only do it part-time, because I do work full-time, a family, we're very busy, we're very active, but the opportunity to make money and an income in this business is great. But how do we make money? So for everything that someone purchases through you as a coach, through your Team Beachbody website, you make a 25% commission off of what they purchase. So if someone buys a $140 challenge pack, so you make $30, $40 on that challenge pack, and the more that they buy, obviously, the more that your commission is. If someone continues to drink their Shakeology every month, every time that they order as a customer, you earn a 25% commission off of what they order. And then obviously as you, this is a marketing program, as you build a team of coaches who are either buying Shakeology for the discount or they become coaches to help other people and earn an income and build a business, you earn bonuses and cycle bonuses that way. Also, anything that you purchase as a coach, you get a 25% discount on. So if you love your Shakeology, some people just switch to a coach because they want to save 25% on their Shakeology and anything else that they order, and that's great. And you definitely have those options for different levels of coaching. I had a new coach that started last week, and she kept asking me, so what's the deadline? What's the quota? What do I have to meet? What do I have to do by the end of the month? And this is not one of those businesses. If you want to go in, just all out, if you want to run, I will run with you. We will run with you. If you want to do it slowly, we will do it slowly with you, and we will teach you how to do that. If you want to do this as a hobby, just as a part-time thing, just to kind of meet a need and just a purpose, just to make a little bit of extra income, we can help you do that. But if you want to replace your income by this time next year, we can help you do that as well. It just depends on how much time and effort that you have to put into it. So the potential to earn an income in this business is great. And, I will tell you just from personal experience that my income over the past year has more than doubled because I have been more focused on growing a team, teaching my team how to be successful coaches through those training programs that we definitely offer. As far as incentives, obviously you've probably seen me talk about this cruise that we're going on in a couple of weeks. I get to go on that cruise for free because I set goals every month last year. I hit them. I stayed committed to helping at least 3 new people every month in a challenge group. And so I get to go on that cruise for free. We earn fun little prizes from Beachbody. We earn some really nice prizes sometimes. We earn workout gear because if we hit our goals. So the incentive to help others achieve their own personal health and reach their own fitness goals is we are rewarded in a lot of ways for doing that by Beachbody. So that's some just kind of a fun perk to coaching. But as far as our team, what does Team Take Heart? We are part, like I said, of the larger Dream Team, which is the biggest group of coaches in the Beachbody network. Dream Team is the number 1 team. Team Take Heart is our team. It's everyone that is personally sponsored and under myself. But we are just a group of women, and hopefully someday some men who want to help people. None of us looks the same. Some of us are parents, some of us are not, some of us work full time, some of us work part time, some of us don't work at all. There's all types of people. I'm a teacher, Becca is a minister, and there's no one type of coach. So that's fun to see and work together and encourage each other that way. And we do, like I said, when you become a coach, if you choose to become a coach, you will not be just pushed out on your own. You will be brought into our fold, into our team, and we will rally behind you. We will teach you. And one thing that I think is so amazing here in our smaller team and the larger Dream Team is how it's not a competitive business. We help one another. You can post a question in a team page or a training page, and there are people from all over that are there to help you and to answer your question. We have a brand new Coach Basics that starts next month. Actually starts Monday the 29th. And in that group, we will teach you step by step, day by day, how to get started, how to announce that you're a coach, how to start your first challenge group. You can run your first challenge group with us, or you can do it on your own with our resources. But we are here to help you every step of the way. You are never, ever alone, unless you choose to be, obviously. But we are here to help you build your business, to get it off the ground, to teach you just those daily tools that you need to have a successful business and to help people. And so we have weekly team calls. We have leadership training as you advance in this business. There are different types of training. We have there's a summit, annual summit is the yearly Team Beachbody meeting. It's in Nashville at the end of July. That's fun. You get to work out live with the celebrity trainers. There's all kinds of business trainings, and it's just, Beachbody definitely invests back into its coaches. So that's great. But yeah, we just have a lot of fun, and we help one another every step of the way. There's no pressure to sell. If you want to run with this business, we can help you do that. If you just want to be a discount coach, or if you just want to have a little business on the side that allows you to do some extra things, have some extra spending money, or even if you just want to pay for your Shakeology. I have a lot of coaches that do a little bit just because they want to pay for their Shakeology. We will help you do that. But basically, you can create whatever you want with this business. You can set your work hours. You can set your intensity, and we will teach you, and we will match that and help you in any way that we can. So the next thing would be, how do you sign up as a coach? Some of you may already be discount coaches. Some of you may already be challengers. Some of you may have never, ever done a challenge group. But there are basically two ways to get signed up as a Beachbody coach. One, you can pay a $40 coach sign-up fee and purchase Shakeology on Home Direct. Or you can purchase a challenge pack, which is really the best option, because with a challenge pack, you get a workout program, a 30-day supply of Shakeology, a free 30-day membership to the club membership. You get free shipping. You don't have to pay the $40 fee, and you save $25 to $45 on that challenge pack. Now, if you are military or ex-military, or your spouse is, you can sign up for free and you don't pay any coach fees. But being a coach, you do pay a monthly fee of $15.95. There's no annual fee. You're not locked in. You don't have to sign a contract, or you don't have to sell a certain amount of anything in a month. You just simply pay that $15.95, but you do get the 25% discount on your Shakeology and anything else that you order. So that saves us a lot of money, because I will continue to drink Shakeology. If I don't coach ever again, I will continue to drink Shakeology, because it has changed my health in big ways. And so being a coach, I save at least $30 a month, even with that monthly coaching fee on my Shakeology, in addition to all the other stuff that I buy. I like a lot of things from Beachbody. But that is how you can sign up as a coach. And you could do that by talking to the person who invited you here. They will probably follow up with you in the next 24 hours and ask you, what did you like most about the presentation? Does Team Beachbody, Team Take Heart feel like a fit that could help you personally achieve your goals? Do you want to be a discount coach or a working coach? Join our team and, jump in our training next month and we'll get started. But I hope that this presentation has helped you. I hope that it has educated you. But I do want you, before we go, and I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to ask questions, but ask yourself, really, what can becoming a coach do for me? Or, and who can I help? What would if I signed up as a coach, what would be my goals? What could I do with this business? And, really think about that. Pray about it. I want you guys to know that we, I know I personally, and a lot of my other coaches do, we pray about you guys. We pray about who to ask. We pray about who God would send to us to join our teams. And it's just, I know that he honors that, and that, if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them, because that's what we are here for. Ask them here right now, or ask them one-on-one with the people that invited you here. But this has been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I am privileged. I am honored to be able to share this with you. And I know that Becca and Christy feel the same way. But do either of you have any questions for us as coaches before we let you guys go? Have we overwhelmed you? Does it make sense? If you don't have questions, that is fine. But I do, again, I want to say I'm sorry for the rough start. And I'm sure there were people that wanted to be on here that were not, because our connection did not work. But I just thank you guys for showing up, for coming to listen to us talk. And we will record this, or it is recorded, and I will share the link to the recording so that if you want to watch it again or share it with someone else, you can do that. But that is all that I have, unless Christy or Becca wants to say anything else. I'm going to give you guys that opportunity to do that.
Hey, I do have one thing to say. I just wanted to say, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to commit or not commit, either way, but don't blow it off. And one of the things I heard, I can't remember, one of the top coaches, there's a group every year of elite coaches. And so what they do is, just to kind of give you a background of where I'm going, is there's the National Wake Up Call, and it happens on Monday morning. And I'm like, the first time Rachel told me about it, I was like, what does she mean, call into this? I'm sure it's going to be so random, because I don't, like she said, I'm not into the Beachbody side of it. I'm just into our little challenge group side. And I didn't really even realize how much Beachbody promoted the challenge groups at this point. So anyways, so I'm listening to like one of these mega coaches, like the cream of the crop. And, I just was like, she said, if you have that feeling in your stomach of like, I can do this, don't ignore it. Like, just pray about it, think about it, decide. And those aren't her exact words, but that's just how I remember them. And I was like, yes, I do. I feel that little twinge in my stomach. Like, I should do this. I should really think about it. So don't ignore it, because this could be your something great. This could be your outlet. You may expose a gift that you didn't know you had. And so just think about it. I always like to say, let's just marinate on it. Think about it, pray about it, and decide like if this is something for you. But don't rush into it if you're not comfortable, but just think about it. It's not going to go away. I think it's only going to get stronger, so it's not going to go away. But just think about it. If you've got that little twinge in your stomach of like, I can do that, I can make a difference, then maybe this is the way you can do that, and we'll help you figure out how you can help others. So that's really all I have to say to wrap it up.
You did. Okay. That's it, guys. That is our presentation on coaching and everything that we felt led to share with you. So like Christy said, go marinate on it. Ask us your questions. And no, you are not pushed to do anything. If you want to join our Coach Basics on Monday, we would love to have you. If you aren't ready, that's okay too. If you just want the discount, let's do it. But that is what we have, and I thank you guys for showing up and coming to listen to us. But we will talk to you soon. Have a good night, and thank you.